Meet Sarah. 2 years ago, she was working 80-hour work weeks in her marketing consultancy, answering client calls at midnight, and hadn't taken a real vacation in 3 years. Last month, she sent me a photo from a beach in Thailand with a message, "My business just had its best month ever, and I haven't touched my laptop in 2 weeks." What changed? Sarah discovered the difference between owning a job and owning a business. And here's the crazy part. She started implementing these changes when she was still a one-person operation working from her kitchen table. If you're tired of being the bottleneck in your business, if you dream of making money while you sleep, or if you're just starting out and want to build it right from day one, this video will show you exactly how to do it. I'm going to break down the 5-stage system that transforms any business from owner-dependent to owner-independent, even if you're starting with 0 employees and a shoestring budget. Here's the brutal truth about most small businesses. They're not businesses at all. They're expensive hobbies that happen to pay the owner a salary. Think about it. If you stopped working in your business tomorrow, would it still make money next month? If the answer is no, you don't own a business, you own a job. And that's probably the worst job you've ever had because you can't call in sick, you can't take vacation without losing money, and you definitely can't quit. This is what I call the owner trap, and it catches 90% of entrepreneurs. You start a business to gain freedom, but instead, you become more trapped than you ever were as an employee. At least employees get weekends off. The owner trap happens because most entrepreneurs make one critical mistake. They build their business around themselves instead of building systems that work without them. They become the irreplaceable hero of every story, the only person who can handle the important stuff. But here's what successful entrepreneurs know. The goal isn't to work harder in your business, it's to work yourself out of the daily operations entirely. And, contrary to what most people think, you don't need a team of 50 people to start this process. You can begin building a self-running business from day one, even as a solopreneur. The solution is what I call the Freedom Framework, a 5-stage system that systematically removes you from your business operations while increasing profitability. This isn't theory. It's the exact process that entrepreneurs like Sarah use to build businesses that generate income 24/7, whether they're working or not. Here's what makes this framework different. It's designed for businesses at any stage. Whether you're a freelancer just starting out, or you already have a small team, these stages work in sequence to gradually automate your income. The 5 stages are systematize, delegate, automate, scale, and exit. Think of it like building a machine. First, you design the blueprint, systematize. Then you train operators, delegate. Next, you add automation, automate. Then you expand production, scale. Finally, you step back and let it run, exit. Most entrepreneurs try to skip stages or do them out of order, which is why they stay trapped. But when you follow this sequence, something magical happens. Your business starts working for you instead of you working for it. Stage 1 is systematize, and this is where most people get it wrong. They think systematizing means creating complicated procedures and thick manuals. Wrong. Systematizing means documenting the simplest way to get consistent results. Here's how Sarah started. She was a marketing consultant handling everything herself. Client calls, strategy creation, campaign execution, reporting. Sound familiar? Instead of hiring someone immediately, she first documented exactly how she did each task. But here's the key. She didn't document what she did. She documented the minimum viable process that still delivered great results. For client strategy sessions, instead of her usual 2-hour deep dives, she created a 45-minute structured framework that hit all the key points. For campaign creation, she built templates that could be customized quickly rather than starting from scratch each time. The systematize stage has 3 simple steps. Step 1, task audit. List everything you do in your business. Everything, from answering emails to delivering your core service. Step 2, process design. For each task, create the simplest repeatable process that maintains quality. Use checklists, templates, and step-by-step guides. Step 3, test and refine. Use your own systems for 2 weeks. If you can't follow your own process consistently, it's too complicated. Here's what happened to Sarah. By systematizing her processes, she cut her delivery time in half while maintaining the same quality. Suddenly, she could handle twice as many clients with the same effort. That's the power of systems. They make you more efficient before they make you replaceable. Stage 2 is delegate, and this is where the magic starts happening. But here's what most entrepreneurs get wrong. They think delegation means hiring full-time employees. That's like buying a Ferrari when you need a bicycle. Smart delegation starts small and strategic. Sarah's first hire wasn't an employee. It was a virtual assistant for 5 hours per week to handle email management and appointment scheduling. Cost $75 per week. Result, 5 hours of her time freed up to focus on high-value activities. The delegate stage follows the 10-30-10 rule. You do the first 10%, setup and direction. Someone else does the middle 80%, execution, and you do the final 10%, quality control and client delivery. Here's the delegation hierarchy that works. Level 1, administrative tasks, email management, scheduling, basic customer service. These are low-risk, high-impact delegations that immediately free up your time. Level 2, delivery support, parts of your core service that don't require your unique expertise. Sarah delegated campaign setup and basic reporting while keeping strategy and client communication. Level 3, client acquisition, lead generation, initial prospect outreach, and qualification. This is where you start building a sales system that works without you. Level 4, core delivery. Eventually, even your main service can be systematized and delegated using the processes you created in stage 1. The key insight: you don't need perfect people. You need good people following great systems. Sarah's VA wasn't a marketing expert, but following Sarah's email templates and scheduling system, she handled client communication better than Sarah did when she was overwhelmed and rushing. Stage 3 is automate. And this is where your business starts making money while you sleep, literally. Automation isn't about replacing humans with robots. It's about using technology to handle repetitive tasks so humans can focus on high-value activities. Sarah automated 3 key areas that transformed her business. Client acquisition automation. She set up a lead magnet, a free marketing audit tool that captured prospects automatically. Email sequences nurtured these leads and booked discovery calls without her involvement. Result, qualified prospects calling her instead of her chasing them. Delivery automation. She created online courses and templates that deliver value to her clients between their strategy sessions. This increased client results while reducing her hands-on time. Revenue automation. She implemented recurring revenue streams, monthly retainers instead of project-based work, and passive income products that sold 24/7. Here's the automation priority order. First, automate lead generation. Set up systems that attract and qualify prospects without your daily involvement. Second, automate client onboarding. Create sequences that educate new clients and set expectations automatically. Third, automate delivery components. Use technology to deliver parts of your service automatically. Fourth, automate follow-up and retention. Systems that keep clients engaged and encourage repeat business. The result? Sarah's business started generating revenue on weekends, holidays, and while she slept. Her automated lead generation system brought in 3 to 5 qualified prospects per week. Her client delivery system provided value even when she wasn't actively working. Her follow-up system turned one-time clients into long-term relationships. Stage 4 is scale. And this is where your systematized, delegated, and automated business becomes a growth machine. Scaling isn't about working more, it's about multiplying your systems. Sarah had proven that her framework worked for marketing consultancy. Now, she could replicate it in new markets, with new team members, or through new delivery methods. Here's how she scaled. Horizontal scaling. She expanded into related services, social media management, content creation, using the same systematic approach. Vertical scaling. She created premium and budget versions of her core service, serving different market segments within the same underlying systems. Geographic scaling. Her automated systems allowed her to serve clients globally without increasing her workload. Team scaling. She hired specialists to run each systematized area of the business, turning herself from a doer into a conductor. The scale stage has 3 key principles: Principle 1. Systems before people. Never hire someone without having a system for them to follow. This ensures consistent results regardless of who's doing the work. Principle 2. Measure everything. You can't scale what you can't measure. Track key metrics for each system so you know what's working and what needs improvement. Principle 3. Optimize continuously. Scaling reveals bottlenecks and inefficiencies. Continuously refine your systems based on real performance data. Stage 5 is exit. But this doesn't mean selling your business. It means reaching the point where your business runs profitably without your daily involvement. Sarah reached this stage 18 months after starting the process. Her business now operates with her working 10 to 15 hours per week on high-level strategy and vision, while her team and systems handle everything else. She's not retired. She's evolved from operator to owner. The exit stage has 3 levels. Level 1. Operational exit. The business runs day-to-day without you. You focus on strategy and growth. Level 2. Strategic exit. Your team makes most strategic decisions using frameworks you've established. You focus on vision and new opportunities. Level 3. Complete exit. The business operates independently. You can sell it, keep it as passive income, or use it as a platform for new ventures. Here's what exit looks like in practice. Sarah's business generated $40,000 last month while she was traveling in Asia. Her team handled client delivery, her automated systems brought in new leads, and her processes ensured consistent quality. She checked in twice per week for 30-minute strategy calls. So how do you start implementing this, especially if you're just beginning? Week 1 to 2, document everything. Spend 2 weeks writing down every process in your business, no matter how small. Week 3 to 4, create your first system. Pick your most time-consuming task and create a step-by-step system for it. Month 2, make your first delegation. Hire a virtual assistant for 5 to 10 hours per week to handle your most systematized tasks. Month 3, implement basic automation. Set up email sequences, scheduling tools, and basic lead generation systems. Month 4 to 6, scale what works. Double down on the systems that are working and eliminate what isn't. Remember, you don't need to be perfect, you just need to be systematic. Sarah's first processes were messy. Her first VA made mistakes, and her first automation was clunky. But each iteration got better, and the compound effect was extraordinary. Here's the truth. Building a business that makes money while you sleep isn't about finding some magical passive income hack. It's about systematically removing yourself from the daily operations while maintaining quality and profitability. The entrepreneurs who achieve true freedom aren't the ones who work the hardest, they're the ones who build the best systems. And you can start building those systems today, whether you're a solopreneur or already have a team. Sarah's transformation didn't happen overnight, but it did happen systematically. 18 months ago, she was trapped in her business. Today, her business works for her. The only difference, she followed a proven framework instead of hoping things would magically get better. If you're ready to stop trading time for money and start building a business that truly works for you, hit that like button and subscribe for more systematic approaches to business freedom. Drop a comment and let me know which stage resonates with you most where you are right now. Thanks for watching, and remember, your business should fund your life, not consume it.